What's going on, everybody? It's our Mike, and it is finally time. We got a new RCS special edition subscription of Black Rifle coffee. Now, I have already cracked open the box just to confirm on my own, make sure I was not imagining things, but we finally have a new roast that is available on Black Rifle if you are part of the subscription package. This is Operation Overlord Coffee. So this is a new one. Like, I've not really been posting anything about the newer Black Rifle coffees because a lot of them have been just revamped coffees that we have gotten over the previous years from Black Rifle, which there's nothing wrong with. The designs look good, the new boxes look good, all the artwork is amazing as always. But for once, we have a full-on brand new coffee in-house to check out. So first, looking at the bag, we are looking at a ghost figure with our lightning bolts, coffee mug here made out of a skull, and obviously we have some notes here. So we will go over all this stuff here. A portion of each Black Rifle Coffee Company purchase goes to supporting veterans and first aid responders. So roast in the USA. We have a new flat version of our flag. Obviously have a map here too. It's pretty cool. Obviously this map has some significance to it. So obviously, as we see here, this is in remembrance of Operation Overlord, the D-Day invasion of June 6, 1944. So here at the bottom, as we can see, this says 80th anniversary of D-Day. So if you want, I'm holding this nice and steady. You guys are welcome to pause and read through the whole thing. So this is obviously a significant remembrance. This is an awesome bag for an awesome coffee. For our information here, this is from Ethiopia. I want to say it's Ethiopia. My bad. This coffee origin is from El Salvador. Our tasting notes here is going to be apple cinnamon and burnt honey. It is going to have a cherry aroma, medium body. So this is more of a medium roast, so it's good. It's going to be a bright in acidity, and then our growing altitude was between 1450 and 1780 miles above sea level. Processing method was with honey. Vitality is a bourbon, and roast score is an 86.5. I think a lot of them have generally stuck around the 86, maybe the 88 mark, but I like now that they are actually switching to QR codes, so that way if you want to scan and learn how to do this coffee properly with different either videos and or links to pages here, they have them right there in the QR codes, so that's pretty cool. So today we are going to make ours via the Chemex. Let's get to it. Also to note, here is our sticker. I am glad Black Rifle is getting back into doing the stickers of the coffees that they send out, not only on the bag, but they have your sticker to match. For a while, some of them were not coming with them. I don't know if maybe mine had just been missed, but I'm glad that these have the new updated graphics of what are on the bag on our decals. So I will add this to my ever-growing thick bundle of stickers. So one thing I had not shown off is I do have a new electric kettle that I have added to my collection of coffee tools, and this is by tasting, obviously. What I do like about this one is one of the higher rated ones on Amazon. Push the knob once, turns it on, especially after it's been off for a while. Our dial's already set to 203. Hit it again and it fires up, and this will automatically keep this water nice and warm. All that noise you're hearing in the background is my ice maker. These Frigidaire ice makers are awesome to have during the spring and summer months, but obviously they are quite noisy, so sorry about all that noise. So just to prove to y'all, I'm not joking about my sticker pack, this is how thick it has become, loaded with every single Black Rifle special edition coffee sticker that has come out thus far. So, alright, back to the coffee. We have our Chemex ready. As we can see here, our coffee is quite uniform. This is definitely a nice medium roast. Everything's looking good, well ground. Good grinder, always makes a difference. Dump all that puppy in. As you can see, not much sticking to the plastic, so that's good. It's a plus. And let's take our hot coffee, our hot water, and start pouring over our fresh grounds. Do our spiral pattern. And we will just let this bloom and continue the process. While our coffee is brewing, one thing I am observing during our liberation here of Germany, this 80th anniversary of D-Day, this map is quite very detailed. Now, I do not know how to read all the points and pictographs they have on here. Obviously, this map was originally from when the operation had happened, between the 6th and the 19th of June of 1944. But this map is accurate to being that this was used for helping locate and or know what obstacles they had on the roads, what courses they were going to take. So this was like a whole infrastructure map. So if anybody has any other info on this, write it in the comments down below. But to me, seeing these type of historical maps is really cool, and especially that they did carry it over to what they had here on the side. Obviously, this is more of a blown up version. I believe in these here are ships out in the sea. Obviously, these vessels would come in and dock, what groups they had of people that were coming inward, and then obviously their front line, and all the different trails, waterways, things they would have to take, main path roads, other areas they would be crossing, people they'd be crossing against. Obviously, we have our route of where the bombers would go and flyovers. So this is definitely really detailed, and I like that they managed to get this map cleaned up pretty well, because obviously being that this is some historical stuff, these maps generally back in the day were all literally prints. Nothing was digitized, not until later. So obviously trying to move that over and blow it up to, or shrink it down to fit on this bag and look good and legible is not easy to do. So Black Rifle, you guys did an amazing job. This is really cool, and I'm glad to see this special edition anniversary bag of coffee. Alright, so our Black Rifle coffee is done and ready to go. Right off the top, I don't know if you can make it out or not. I know the light is shining on it, but there's not really much oil to this, which is good. I like that. I'm not seeing a ton of oils in the coffee. Obviously, this is a nice full Chemex, full of some good Black Rifle. Oh yeah, that'll all drop down quickly when it came to that ice. I'm actually going to have to reload a little more ice here. Alright, and I say it that way because my wife does like some coffee with her ice. She likes hers cold, and obviously being the high strength I make our coffee at, it does drop down how potent and strong it is. Adding in all that ice, it will dilute how our coffee is doing and handling. So as for my cup, I take my stuff right out of the craft. No ice, no additions to it. About 2 to 3 ounces more of creamer, so I'll leave a little space for that. And then I will let this coffee, the rest of the craft, sit at room temperature and cool down. That way I can eventually move this to the fridge, and we can use the coffee for a tumbler for the next day for another batch of cold coffee. So out of those 2 cups, that's about what I got left. Enough for another cup for sure, or a refill. So let's go ahead and give this a taste. Oh yes, that is a good cup of coffee. It's not harsh at all, definitely medium. Can smell the cherry to it. When it comes to that aroma. I can see some oils here floating on the top. I don't know if y'all be able to make that out. Should be able to see it there in the light reflection. can make out those oils, and it's definitely not like a stain or anything in the mug, because as I spin our mug around, you can see those oils are still moving. So no. As for aftertaste, just of the straight coffee, not bad. It's actually really good. Now I know my wife's cup will definitely be much colder and obviously maybe a little less potent or smoother, so to say. Yeah, for her, she could probably almost drink that straight, so that's good. That is a good sign of a good cup of coffee. For me, I like mine obviously dark and strong, so I'm gonna add in a little bit of creamer, and that will be it. If you guys are interested in these Black Rifle coffees that Black Rifle makes, I will include the link for their special edition subscriptions. That way you guys can go to Black Rifle and check it out. This is our Mike. I hope you all enjoy the video. I'll chat with you all in the next one.